Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's very hard puzzle. And it's called the Zodiac Project, the year of the Dog. It's not dog, it's D-O umlaut G, so Dog. um, I don't know if it was meant to be Dog or dog or what, but um anyways, it's by AQJHS, who does a lot of really cool puzzles, but a lot of really hard puzzles too. Anyways, let's get to the rules. We have Doppelganger Sudoku, which is fill each cell of the 9 by 9 grid such that every row, column, and 3 by 3 box contains a 0 and 8 different digits from 1 through 9. Um, I think I would put it this way. Fill every cell in the grid with a digit from 0 through 9 such that there are no repeats in any row, column, or 3 by 3 box. That's the way I would put it. But, everybody has their own way of putting it. I just think that it's easily extensible from that to be able to say that. But that's just the way I put it. Um, no two rows, no two columns, and no two boxes may be missing the same digit. So that's why we have these extra spaces here. These are for the digit that's missing in those rows. So in row 1, we're going to be missing this digit. In row 2, we're missing this digit. In column 5, we're missing this digit here. In box 1, we're missing this digit. Box 2, we're missing this digit, etc., etc. So that's why I have this version of the puzzle, because this lets us keep track of the missing digits, which we have to be different again. There are no two rows, no two columns, and no two boxes may be missing the same digit. And for each 0 in the grid, the digits missing in its row, its column, and its box must be 3 different digits. So say there was like a 0 here. The digit missing here, here, and in here would all have to be different. So there are no repeats for the digit that's missing for the same 0. And that's how Doppelganger Sudoku works. We have extra regions where cells marked with a tree contain different digits from 1 to 9. Differences in trees are merely cosmetic. So you just have the differences. The trees are just basically different. I'm sorry, not different. They are a complete extra region. And these are just basically cosmetic differences between the trees. So there are no repeats in the tree cells. So that's the extra region. The grid is toroidal, which means each edge of the grid is considered to be adjacent to its to be adjacent / orthogonal to its opposite end. For example, row 1, column 2 is considered to be orthogonally adjacent to row 9, column 2. So that's what orthogonally adjacent is. Lines wrap around opposite sides of the grid. And clues outside the grid are for visual aid. I'm not sure what the lines wrap around opposite sides of the grid mean, but anyways. Clues outside the grid are for visual aid, so therefore these are not part of the actual... These are basically just to help you understand the toroidal nature of the grid. Wow, there's a lot of rules. There's Doppeldug loop, where we need to draw an orthogonal, non-branching, closed loop that doesn't cross or touch itself, not even diagonally. Okay. The loop must pass through every cell marked with a tree, regardless of the shape. So basically, the loop goes through all the tree cells. The loop starts at the cell marked with the dog and is considered to be oriented in the direction indicated by the arrow. That is row 4, column 7, right? Row 4, column 7, and row 4, column 6 are on the loop. So we know those are on the loop. A cell on the loop with a digit D will have a value equal to the digit D steps away along the loop in the orientation given by the arrow. Okay. Cells not on the loop will have a value equal to the digit in them. Okay. So this loop that we're talking about, it cannot touch itself. So that means another way of putting it is that any cell on the loop must share an edge with exactly 2 other cells on the loop. And if it shares a corner with a cell on the loop, they must be neighbors or they must share a neighbor. So, that's an example of a loop. Let's go like this. This would be a possible example of a loop. Because every cell on the loop shares an edge with exactly 2 other cells on the loop. And that includes this one, right? Because it's toroidal, so it shares an edge with this cell and this cell. Any 2 cells on the loop that share a corner with another cell on the loop must be neighbors or must share a neighbor, right? So these 2 cells share a corner. They have a neighbor in common. So they share a neighbor. What's an example of one that is not valid? So say we did something like, I don't know, this. This would not be valid because these 2 share a corner, but they do not share. They are not neighbors and they don't share a neighbor. Also would not valid would be something like this. Because again, now this cell shares an edge with 3 cells on the loop, which is not allowed. So those are example of valid loops. And then what is, okay, so a cell on the loop with a digit D will have a value equal to a digit D steps away along the loop in the orientation. So the orientation is this way, right? Would be this way on the loop. So say this was a 7. The cell on the loop with this digit would have a value equal to the digit 7 steps away along the loop in the orientation. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this would have to have essentially the same, and actually that would be a contradiction because of that. Let's just make that a 6 then. So say this was 6, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cells away would have to have the same value on the loop. Okay. And cells not on the loop would have a value equal to the digit in them. Okay. Adjacent digits, not values, along a loop must have a difference of at least 5. Okay. So along the loop, we have essentially a whisper 5 loop. Because they must have a difference of at least 5. So if this is actually not valid to be a 6. Because if this were 6, you'd have 1 and 1 here. Because 6 can only be next to 1 on a whisper 5 loop. Um, and I call them Whisper 5 loops because I think it makes sense. It's extensible. I did not come up with this. This was something that a setter brilliantly made. And he's just like, you know what? I'm going to call them Whisper 5 because it makes a lot more sense because I want to extend it to like Whisper 4 lines, Whisper 3 lines, Whisper 7 lines, Whisper 8 lines, etc., etc. And that seemed to make a lot of sense, actually. It's not my creation. I'm not trying to gain any credit for it. I'm not trying to do whatever. Someone accused me of that. They say they like me. I don't know if that's the case because it was very uncharitable to basically say, "Hey, you're trying to take credit for this." It's like, no, I'm not. I don't care for credit. I'm not a setter. I'm not as brilliant as as all these setters. Basically, there's a lot of people who are really smart, and without these setters, I wouldn't have these Sudokus to do. So I'm not basically trying to steal their valor or whatever. Trying to do that, and it's kind of in a sense insulting to basically do that. But I mean, in a sense, I can sort of see it. Maybe this guy was having a bad day and it's just like, this guy is trying to take credit for other people, and it's like, it is what it is. People will always misinterpret things and misunderstand other people because we were not the same person, so we all have our own viewpoints and stuff. So it is what it is. But I just want people to know that's not my intention. I'm not trying to take anybody's credit. I just think it was a brilliant idea that the setter had. I don't remember who the setter was. It was a long time ago because I've been using the Whisper 5 designations for a while. And I just thought it was a brilliant, brilliant idea because he used it for, or he or she used it for essentially multiple different instances. And I was like, that's great. So you, instead of like trying to figure out what's a Whisper 7 line, is it Chinese whispers or whatever, or is it like what's a Whisper 10 line? Is it Kazakhstan whispers or whatever? He was just like, let's just call them Whisper 5. We have Whisper 7, we have a Whisper 2 line. These are the different lines we have, and this is how we'll restrict the puzzle. And I just thought it was brilliant from that, and that's why I call them Whisper 5, Whisper 4, etc. Whisper 3, Whisper 2 lines, because it just made sense. It was very extensible. Maybe it's also a programmer way of thinking about things. It's like, how can I extend this to multiple different things? That's the reason why I basically say the rules the way I put them, because it's extensible, right? To be able to say, hey, fill every cell in the grid with a digit from 0 through 9, such that there are no repeats in any row, column, and box. You can just say that for essentially a lot of the different Sudoku puzzles types, from like, that's why I also don't say box, because irregular Sudokus occur, and that's why I say designated 9-cell region. Because there's not a lot, but there's a decent amount of irregular Sudokus. So you can extend that, essentially, that description to these sort of things. So it's just more about thinking about like how I can say things so that it can be easily extendable to other Sudokus. And it's not trying to be taking credit from other people or like, even saying that my way is the better way. It's not necessarily. There are certain advantages and certain disadvantages of the way you do things. That's like software programming. You're going to have to make trade-offs. You have to have certain advantages, certain disadvantages. And I think these advantages outweigh the disadvantages. But other people might feel differently. And that's okay. We're all different, right? Anyways, let's continue. So adjacent digits, again, on the loop, must have a difference of at least 5, not values. I don't know what a value is, but let's continue. Cells marked with a circle, okay, we can't double highlight those, but circles are not part of the loop and have a digit equal to the count of the up to 8 neighboring loop cells. So the value of a circle cell is the number of loop cells that share that are neighboring it. So in this case, this circle would have a value of 3. Because there are 3 loop cells around this. This circle would have a value of 4. This loop cell would have a value of 3. Obviously, that's going to be problematic if that's the case. And I think there's only 4 circle cells. So those are the values of those circle cells. Okay. Cells joined by a ball have the same values. So this has the same, these 2 cells have the same value. These 2 cells have the same value. And all parks, cages, have the same value sum. Okay, so all cages have the same value sum. Interesting, okay. And digits do not repeat in parks, but values may repeat. Okay. So that's all to say that, okay, interesting. Okay. So all cages in the grid must have the same value sum. So the sum of all these cells in this cage must have the same value. The sum of all the cells in these cage must have the same value. The sum of all the sum of the values in this cage must have the same value. That's interesting. Oh, what does that mean? Okay. Oh, okay, that's crazy. Okay, what are the different methods then? Okay. Okay, that's that's getting my mind kind of blown. Okay. So cells not on the loop have a value equal to the digit in them. Okay. Digits that are on the loop specifically have a value equal to the digit d steps away from along the loop in the orientation given by the arrow. This is hard. Okay. I can see why this is very hard. This is just hard thinking about it. Okay. So the value of a digit on the loop is not the digit itself. It's going to be the digit that is, or not even the digit, it's the value of the cell that is. Wait, how does that work then? Isn't it sort of repetitive? Because it's going to be like sort of self-referencing, right? Huh. Yeah, I think so. Because it never says any cell on the loop's value is a value. It says the value is the cell that's basically d digits, is a cell that's d steps away. But then it's going to be self-referencing, I think. Cells marked in a tree, again, can only be 1 through 9, so they cannot be 0 through 9. Okay. Yeah, so the cells on the loop, but what are the values of the cells on the loop? That's what's confusing to me. Because it just says they're equal to. They don't say what they are. Right? They say cells off the loop have a value equal to the digit in them, which is fine. Cells marked with a circle are not part of the loop and have digits equal to the... Have a digit equal to the... Okay, so... Right, this would be 3, so not the value. Cells joined by the ball have the same value. Ah. So I guess they're all sort of defined by the... that's... They must be defined by the circles? This is confusing to me. Yeah, I don't know what the cell values on the loop are, unless they're only like 2 different values, or maybe 3. Because the only ones we have defined values are cells off the loop, which must be the digit itself, and cells on the loop that are joined by a ball have the same value. That's all. That's all we're given. We're not given anything else. So that's kind of confusing. Yeah, it's very self-referential, and there is no defined value outside those 2 sets, right? Yeah. Interesting, yeah. There's nothing that, yeah. It just says that a cell on the loop has a value equal to a digit d steps away along the loop. So it's basically just very self-referential then. Cells not on the loop will have a value equal to digit in them. So let's just search for digit. Can we even search for digit? Find in page, find and edit, find. Value. Okay, so value, we have, right, a cell on the loop with digit D will have a value equal to the digit D steps away from along the loop in the orientation given by the arrow. Cells not on the loop will have a value equal to the digit in them. Adjacent digits, not values, along the loop must have a difference of at least 5. Cells marked, okay, so cells joined by a ball have the same value. All park cages have the same value sum. Digits do not repeat in parks, but value... Yeah, so the only thing that they say about values on the loop is that they are essentially referencing another cell digits away, but they don't say what that value is. And the only way that digits can have given a value is through the balls, which they must have the same value as the cells that they are connected to by the ball. Interesting. Anyways, those are all the rules. If you like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I guess I'm gonna get started because I'm not really. Yeah, this whole value things is kind of crazy because it's all kind of self-referential. But I mean, I sort of see where it's going toward, so maybe that will be helpful. Anyways, let's go. Okay, all the trees are on the loop. Why does it color all these? And they are the digits 1 through 9. So these are all on the loop. This is obviously on the loop too. This is considered on the loop here, here, and here. The dogs are on the loop. The circles are not on the loop. Okay. So this must connect. Okay, so this has to connect here. So that must connect here. And then this must connect this way because they're touching corners. So these are on the loop. These cannot be on the loop. So none of these are on the loop. These have to have the same value. But if one of them was not on the loop, that wouldn't be the case. Interesting. Um, hmm. So this has a value of at least, the digit is at least 5. And it could be up to 8. 5, 6, 7, or 8. Cannot be 8. This cannot be, this can't go, this loop has to go that way, so this can't be on the loop. These can't be on the loop, so this is 5 or 6. Okay. This must have one digit surrounding it, touching it at least, or one cell on the loop touching it. These cells share a corner, so they must continue on the loop. So then these cannot be on the loop because this has already 2 edges on the loop. Shares an edge with 2 other cells on the loop. This could go either this way or this way. What can the value be? I think it can only be up to 9, right? Uh, yeah. It could only be up to 9. Connects this way. So, oh boy. Let's make these gray, and then we'll have high and lows. Because this is on the loop, so we have to have high and low digits on the loop. Oh. Wait, you have to have a 5 on the loop, right? How does that work? Wait, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Cells marked with a tree contain different digits from 1 through 9. The loop must pass through every cell marked with a tree. Adjacent digits along the loop must have a difference of at least 5. 5 can never have a digit. Oh, it has to be 0 on the loop. You can have a 0 on the loop, though. Interesting. Huh. That means you have low digits 0 through 4 and high digits 5 through 9. So it still will alternate between low and high digits on this loop. Okay, so we'll have essentially these have to be a certain color. So certain diagonals have to be certain colors. So I guess we'll make these orange and these will be pink. So to be on the loop, they would have to be, these would have to be pink. These would be orange. You have pink here. Orange here. So these would be pink. This would be pink. So you have pink, pink, pink. That's pink. Pink, pink, pink. Wait, that's not right. Pink, pink, pink. Pink, pink. Hold up, that's not. So pink, pink. How does that work? Does that work? Maybe it doesn't work. Hmm. These are orange. Right? Orange, 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 orange. How is this pink? Maybe that was the mess up. That's why I was like confused. I'm like, what? Orange. This is not pink. This is orange. 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 Oops. Orange as possibilities. And these would be pink. Pink. How is that orange? Oh. Maybe that's not working. Huh. I don't think that works. Oh, that's kind of bad. Huh. Interesting. So this, well, these we know are guaranteed on the loop. So they're pink. Right, so what happens if it goes... So say it goes here. That would be pink, orange, pink, orange, pink, orange, if that were that way. What happens if it goes this way? Pink, orange, pink, orange, pink, orange, pink. So going around the toroidal loop, it would change its... whether it's pink or orange. Oh, that's not good. Oh, okay. Well, we know this is pink because this is connecting this way. It's not connecting through the toroidal. These have to be the same set. Oops. These would have to be the same set. What do we make it? I don't know. I guess we can make this blue and red for now. Or make this red and blue. These are the same set. So this is yellow. This is red. These are the same set. Shoot. We don't really have ones. Okay, so it'll be dark. Interesting. So... don't these have to be even then? I think these have to be even, and this has to be odd. Wait, what am I saying? No, never mind. This is high and low. This is not, right. It's not, yeah, it's not even and odds. It's high and low. Ugh. Wait, so doesn't this have to be low? You have guaranteed 2 of one set here and 1 of the other set here. In the set 1 through 9, the 5 set is 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So this has to be then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 1 through 4. Right? Yeah, I think that's what it has to be. So this has to be 1 through 4. Because if, say, we tried to make this the set 1 through 4 and this the sets 5 through 9, the problem is these are guaranteed to be 2 parts of the same set, right? Because it goes yellow, other color, yellow, definitely. Because, again, they share a corner, so they are not neighbors. They must share a neighbor. So therefore, it's yellow, something else, and then yellow again to be 5 away. Because you always alternate between lows and highs, even on this Whisper 5 line. Because what digits can be 5 or more away from 0 through 4? 0 can be next to 5 through 9. 1 can be next to 6 through 9. 2 can be next to 7 through 9. 3 can be next to 8 or 9. 4 can only be next to 9. So whatever low digit you have, 0 through 4, will be next to 5 through 9 guaranteed. And it's the same thing for 5 through 9. What digits can be next to 5 through 9? 5 can be next to only 0. 6 can be next to 1, 0. 7 can be next to 0, 1, or 2. 8 can be next to 0, 1 through 3. And 9 can be next to 0 through 4. So you'll always alternate between low and high digits. But the problem is the toroidal stuff makes it messed up. So we only have that these 2 are the same set, these 2 are the same set, and these 2 are the same set. And because there's 2 sets each for the same set, you cannot have if this were low, it would only have the digits 1 through 4 possible on the trees. If you try to have a set here, also be 1 through 4, that's fine, but then the problem is the next set you would have would give you 2 extra digits, which we only have space for 4, and this would already have 3 digits here. That's why this has to be 5 through 9. So this is 5 through 9. So these are the highs. So we can mark them as red, and these are lows. We don't know about this. This we can mark as pink and yellow, I guess. Pink and orange. So this is pink. This is high, which makes these low. So these are 1 through 4. This must be 5 through 9. We are guaranteed... Okay, this could be 0. Right. So the only ones that are guaranteed non-zero are the trees. Okay. But that's interesting. What is the value of a 0 movement? That's confusing, but I guess it could be just nothing. It's just kind of weird. Well, no, but what would the value be of a 0? This is very confusing. This is very confusing that you don't have any... I'm going to pause and see if there's any clarification about the values on the loop. Because it seems like it's like you can have 0 on the loop, which means the value is itself, which, what is that? Right? It's not 0 because it's defined as the value x steps away, but then the value x steps away is what? I mean, if it's 0 away, it's itself, but we already knew that. So it's just kind of strange. Anyway. Oh, no. It's the equal to the digit d steps away. Okay. Apologies for that. I hope I didn't confuse anybody in the rules. It's a value equal to the digit d steps away along the loop. Gotcha. Okay. So, oh boy. This cannot be 5 because it's next to a 1 through 4 on the loop. This can't be 5. Similarly, it's next to a 1 through 4 on the loop. The digit d steps away along the loop. Okay, that makes a lot more sense then. Yeah, reading is hard sometimes. So that means, yeah, the value of a cell, excuse me, the value of a cell can never be greater than 9. So for 5 cell values, you have to have one of them pointing to a 0 at least. Actually, 2 of them pointing to 0 or less than 0. So for 5 cell values, actually for 4 cell values, I guess they could be pointing to 1, 2, and 3. Interesting. So, oh, the value of this is 5 or 6. This cannot be pointing. Oh, this points to 1, 2, 3, 4 away. If it's 4, it would be the digit 1 through 4, which is not possible. So this has to be 1 through 3. It cannot be 3 away. It has to be 1. So this must be 1 away, and it must be the same, must have the same value. So then this would be 6, and this would be 6. So this has to have 6 cells around it, which makes this a red. So this is not part of the loop. So red is, one of these is then connected. So these are red. So these are red, and this is blue. So these would be 5 through 9 here. And this could be 0 through 4. This is 5, 7, 8, 9. This 6 eliminates 6 here. So this value here is 1 away going that way. And it has to be going that way, so this is 6. Right, the value of 1 away here is 6. Because that's a digit D. So we have 6, 6. So the value of this is 6. This cannot have a value of 7 or higher. It could be 2 away. A value of 1 is possible. This has to have a value of less than red. This is value of 6. And this is already... So this must be... So since these have to have same value, one of these has to be on the loop. And the other one cannot be. So it goes either this way. Oh, if it goes this way, the problem is this cell would have 2 cells that would have share an edge with 3 cells on the loop. So this cannot be on the loop here, which means this is on the loop. So this is dark, I guess. This is blue. This is not part of the loop. It goes here. This is part of the loop. So this is red. It connects with this. So this is red. This then must connect to this part, and it has to exit out. So these are opposites. So I guess dark and yellow are opposites. So this is yellow. This is dark going out this way. Because again, these two must share have the same value, but one of them has to be on the loop, right? If neither of them are on the loop, then they would have to be the same digit, which is not possible. And if this were tried to be on the loop, and it would force this not to be on the loop. Well, technically, that's not true. Technically, you could go this way. We just know that this has to be on the loop. So what happens if we go this way then? I mean, it's possible. Yeah, these could have the same value on the loop if they're pointing to the same digit. Or even if they're not pointing, yeah, they have to point to the same digit, but that could be possible. Um, hmm. All we know is that this has to be on the loop, because if we try to make this not on the loop, sorry, if we try to make this on the loop, one of them has to be on the loop. If we try to make this on the loop, but this not on the loop, that doesn't work. But so this has to be on the loop. Let's make it with orange then. The orange could be the same as yellow, could be different. And you could go back this way or something like that. So the value in a single cage can be at most 9. So anything that's 4 cells large, well, this has a value of 6. So you have to have... These are the same value. So they have to be value of 4. You can't have 5. It has to be a value of 4 because this is 6. I guess they could potentially all point to 0. It's very unlikely, but... Okay, so this has to have a value of 3 or 4. Okay, so value of 3 or 4. This is the same value of 3 or 4. This must have a value of 6, 7, 6 or 8. Because it's a single cage, digit in the cage. And all the cages have the same value sum. This is guaranteed to be 1 through... The problem is they could all point to 0, technically. So this is 1 through 8. Technically, it could be 0. Oh, yeah, you could have 0. Interesting. So we have 3... Oh, these have to be opposites. These have to be guaranteed to be opposites, because if they were the same, the problem is you have 3 reds already. You have 2 blues. If they're the same, they would both be the same set, right? And they would both... You'd have 7 highs, or you'd have 5 low. No, 6 lows. In either of those cases. So these have to be opposite colors. So this is definitely yellow. And it probably goes that way, but it could go some other way around. This has to go down, but it could connect that way. Or it could connect this way. No, it cannot connect this way. If it tries connecting this way, the problem is these share a corner, and they don't share a neighbor then in that case. So it cannot go up and then this way. So this is not part of the loop. Which means this is not part of the loop. This can't be part of the loop either, because it would share a corner, and then you can't go that way. So this can't be part of the loop either. Because it has to go to one of these two, right? So this one could exit out this way, could exit out that way, could exit out this way. So the only reason why we know these two are not part of it... actually, I guess this can't be part of it either, right? Oh, it could be. It could be something like that. That's possible. The reason why this doesn't work is if you try to go that way, the problem is then this... either one of these two would not be part of the loop, right? If we tried going this way, that doesn't work. Because, again, this is part of the loop. So if we try going here, we would have to be neighbors here. So we have to be neighbors here. We are neighbors here. So, sorry, we have to share a neighbor here. and these are neighbors here. So this cannot, this has a neighbor this way, and one of these two is a neighbor that way. Therefore, it cannot be a neighbor that way, and also if it is going this way, the problem is that it can't connect this way. It would have to connect this way, and then this cell would have 3 cells. Share an edge with 3 cells on the loop, which is not allowed. That's the reason why this is not on the loop. At least one of these must be on the loop. We don't... And probably 2? Maybe not. Like, this could be 0. So this is 5. This is not on the loop. Only one of these two can be on the loop. Could be this on the loop, though. This must go either here to here or here to here. So if it tried going this way to here, then that would be touching itself. So this can't be on the loop. This goes down here. So this is blue, which makes this red. So this must go from here to one of these two. If it tried going this way, then it would be considered touching itself on the loop, which is not allowed. So this is not on the loop either. Okay. This cannot reference a high digit because we already have a high digit reference because these must have the same value. And this reference is a 6 then. The reference, so this has to be 0, 1. We don't know which. Oh, this is part of a loop too. Sorry, part of a cage. I didn't notice that. If it's 0, it could reference itself, which would be 0. That would be fine. 7 away would be a high digit. I think. 1, 2, 3... No. 7 away would be a low digit. So, right. This is 7 or 9. This has to be 5, 7, or 9 here. If this were referencing a high digit, it would be 3 away. That would be 6 and 6 in value, so that's not allowed. So this is 2 or 4. In the trees, we don't have 1 anymore. So 2 or 4 is going to be 1 or 0 in value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is going to be 1 or 0 in value. So that kind of works there in that situation. Okay, this can't be 8. It's at most 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This has to have at least 3 and up to 7. Actually, I don't think any circle can ever have 8, right? Because it would be basically touching itself if that were the case. So this has to have at least, if it either goes red, it continues loop that way or goes that way, or it goes this way. So this is at least 2. So 2 through 7 here. 3 through 7, 0 through 6 here. If it's 0, that's interesting. That means none of these would be on the loop. So you'd have 0, 1, 2, 3, and then this could be on the loop that way. Huh. So that's still possible. Hmm. Can it ever go to here? And the answer to that is no. The loop cannot go here because both of these are in the loop. So you try going in, it just doesn't work, right? You can't go to here because then that would have 3 cells. An edge, a cell that shares edges with 3 cells on the loop, which is not allowed. And if you try going this way, you'd have the same problem. So this can never be on the loop. This comes in this way, and then it goes to one of those two. And it cannot go that way, so this is not on the loop. This could go... This must exit out that way, because this is not on the loop. So this has to exit out that way. It could go there, it could go here. This is going that way or that way, so this cannot be on the loop either. This still could be 7, technically. No, it cannot be 7. If it tries going 7 that way, then these would be touching itself on the loop, and they would not be sharing a neighbor. So this cannot be 7. Can it be 6? I don't think so, right? Yeah, it would still have to go like this way. So no, it cannot be 6. It could be 5. It could do something like this. That would be... Oh, wait. No, it cannot. If it does that, that's a closed loop by itself. So this can never be on the loop. Well, unless it's going this way. Oh, it could be doing something like that. So this could be 6. Okay, never mind. It could be coming from here to connect, right? That would be fine. It just can't connect this way. That's it. That's all. So that just eliminates 7 as a possibility. Okay. Huh. Okay. Can this really be 6? I don't think so, right? No, it cannot be 6. What could it be at most? Could do something like that. Oh, no, it can't. Interesting. So if... I mean, obviously, it could do this and avoid that. At least one of these has to be on the loop, right? This is 4 also. That's interesting. Okay. This part cannot go this way. Because then it would have to connect to this, and then this would be one loop here, and this would not be able to be part of that loop. So it cannot go this way. It must, therefore, exit out this way here, and therefore it must connect to here. So that would be blue, red, blue, red, blue. So these are blue. and the yellows have to be red. So this is blue. One of these is red. Right, because it can't go this way without connecting to this cell. So that it has to connect this way. So these are 2, 3, and 4 guaranteed. Okay, these have to be 5 through 9. This is 5 through 9. This has to have a value of 3 or 4. So it has to be an odd cell away. So this is 5, 7, or 9 here. This technically still could be a high digit away. Technically you could go this way, right? Or some weird thing. Okay, so this has to connect here. And it's either here, it can't connect this way. So it has to connect from this way. So it's connecting from this way. It could connect there. Or it could connect there. Either way, it connects from here to here. It connects from one of these two. So neither of these can be part of the loop. This connects this way, connects to one of those two. So this cannot be part of the loop because it must connect through there. Okay, one of these blues, one of these red. So can it ever go this way? I think the answer to that is no. If it tries going this way, it has to turn back around and would be considered touching itself here. So this is not part of the loop. I don't think this can be part of the loop either. If it tries going that way, it just can't, right? There's nowhere else to go. So this is not part of the loop. So this sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again at most. Okay, well, there we go. Could do something like that. Yeah, that's possible. Like that, and then connect that way. Oh, wait, no, hold up. It cannot... It would have to do some funky thing. Like go like this, and then up, and then around, and then... I don't know. How would it connect that way? Okay, so it would connect that way. Then it would have to connect somewhere through here to here. Okay, so that's possible still. So yeah, I could do something like that. Okay. Hmm. So this is 1 away, which is 6. Value of 2 away or 4 away, which is 0 or 1. Value of 5, 7, or 9 away, which would be 0. Could be 0, 1, could be a little bit higher. Just cannot be a high digit. So these are all the high digits here. Oh wait, this is in a cage too. Huh. Still could be 1 though, right? Value of 5 or 7 is still possible. This is 5 again. Can this really be 5? Okay, what happens if it's 5? Then we have something weird going like this. So blue, red, blue, red. This would be red. Wait. Oh, that doesn't work. There we go. Can't be blue, red, blue, red. Interesting. So it has to connect this way, doesn't it? Or it could do some funky thing here, right? It just can't be blue, red that way. So this can never connect to this. It has to connect to this, I think. Because it can't connect this way. That means this must connect to this side. Well, we already knew that. Okay. This has to connect to this side somehow. And it could do through some weird machinations this way. But this must connect to here. Blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, right? Or it could do something like... I don't know. This way? Blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue. No, it cannot connect this way. Unless it went like some weird... I don't even know. Can it? Blue, red, blue, red. I think it would be touching itself then. Blue... Yeah, it cannot go that way. Oh, this is not on the loop. Maybe that's part of it. So this can't be on the loop. Yeah, it would be considered touching itself. If it tried So if it tried going this way and then back around, it would be considered touching itself. So these two cannot be part of... Well, it could be part of the loop going maybe this way? Or maybe this way, right? Yeah. It does some funky thing like that. And then this... I think this has to connect this way, though. It can't connect to this one at all. Right? Red, blue, red, blue, red. So it'd be red, blue, red, blue. So that would fail that way. Yeah, so this just can't connect anywhere at all to these two. It has to connect to these two, right? Because if it tries connecting to can't connect to this, and that already goes that way. Obviously can't connect to this. It has to connect to through one of these two. And if it tries connecting to here that way, that doesn't work. It can't connect any other way this way, except to go that way. If it tried connecting this way, that doesn't work. It goes red, blue, red, blue, red, blue. So it has to sort of go this way, right? So it goes red, blue, red, blue, red. And it could go blue, red, blue that way, blue that way. So either way it connects to here. Then it connects to here. So this cannot be on the loop. This can't be on the loop. And it could connect that way. It could connect that way. We don't know. Anyways, these aren't on the loop because they would be considered touching itself. Huh. Excuse me. I have a cough right now. It's weird. This has to be a high digit. Cannot be 6, so this is 5, 7, 8, 9. This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is at least 6. 6 or 7 here. This has to be 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. Excuse me. I'm going to pause. I need to get a cough drop right now. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Got my cough drop. Hopefully it'll stop me from coughing. I don't know. I don't really feel sick, so I don't know if I'm coming down with something or whatnot, but... Okay. Let's see. This is nothing. Hmm. This is red. Hmm. 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 So this is at least 1, because this is part of the loop. Cannot be 0. Hmm. This can never be 5. 5 can only be next to 2 zeros on the loop. And you can't have 2 zeros in the same box, which would foil that requirement. This could be 5 if it's 0, 0. This could be 5 if it's like 0, wait, hold up. If it's 0, 0 that way. This can't be 5 for the same reason, because it would require 0 and 0 to be here, which is not allowed in the same box. If this were 5, it would have 0 and 0 here. Okay. Right. This is between 2 unique digits on a Whisper 5 loop, so this can't be 5. This is next to 2 unique digits on a Whisper 5 loop, so this can't be 5. This we don't know. This we don't know. This we don't know. This we don't know. What happens if we try going this way? Let's see. Blue, red, blue, red. Well, let's just go straight. Okay, blue, red, blue, red. It can't go here because it touched itself. So blue, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, red. So it can't go this way, going that way. What about this way? Blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, red, which doesn't work. So it just has to go red, blue, red. Okay, so this is not on the loop. Yeah, none of these can be any more on the loop then. None of these can be on the loop. Right, it connects to here. So this can't be on the loop. These can't be on the loop then. So these are not on the loop. Not on the loop. Not on the loop. Not on the loop. So it's these small interactions here, right? This is blue. Not on loop. So these are not on the loop. That's interesting. Either way, this connects either to here or to here. So this cannot be the 5 here because there would guarantee 2 zeros on the loop there. On the same row or in the same box. That's why it can't be 0. That's why this can't be 5. So we're guaranteed one of these two is a 5. If this is 5, it must be 0, 0. If this is 5, it must be 0 and 0. Interesting. Oh, this digit cannot be 5. If this were 5, it would have to be next to a 2 or 4 on the Whisper 5 loop. Because this can't be 1, because that would be a high digit. It can't be 3. So this has to be 7 or 9 also. So it's not this digit. It would have to be this digit or this digit. This is 2, 3, or 4, so this cannot be a 5 either for the same reasoning. It's 7 or 9. It must have a value of 3. So this is 3 or 4 here. Don't know which. This is at minimum 0, 1, and 2. If we tried to go 6 away, that would be a high digit, and I don't think it could ever be 5. Oh, maybe this one could be. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So no, the value would be either 7 at least or 6. 0, 1, 2 plus 6 adds up to 9, and we know this cannot add up to 9. So this cannot be 6 or 8. It's also 7 or 9 here. So this is either 1 or 2. Hmm. Let's see. If we do 1 that way, that means these would all be non-loop cells. So they would have to be 0 through 3 at minimum. That could work. 4 away from here could be 2. Oh, no, it wouldn't. So say we did try... Okay, so say we tried going this way. We have red, blue here. Okay, well, we can't... That's interesting. We cannot go red, blue that way, because if it's red, blue that way, none of these are on the loop, and therefore they would add up to at least 10, which a single digit can never add up to. So it must come from this way. So this is not on the loop. And if we tried going this way, this would be a low. These would have to be 0 through 4. Because you can't have 0, 1, 2, 3, and 5. I guess you could have 1, 2, 5, maybe? This is red. Okay, so this is blue going this way, red. So this cannot be on the loop, so it has to be going this way. So that's red. Yeah, this is 2, 3, or 4. So this would be low. That would mean you would guarantee you would have to have 0 here. You can't. You would guarantee 0 here. So this would, if this is not on the loop, this is 1. What would that be then? This would be going this way. This would be pointing to, it cannot point to a red because that would be a high. So it cannot be 1 or 3. It would be 2 or 4. But if this were 4 pointing to 2, that means we would have at minimum 0, 3, and 5 here. So it cannot be 4 pointing to 2. It could be 2 pointing to something else. But then this would be at minimum 0, 3, and 4. Oh, why couldn't this be 0? Oh, it's a tree. Can't be tree. 2, yeah, this can't be 0 here because it's a tree. So this doesn't work either. If this is 2, even pointing to 2, this adds up to a minimum of 10, which a single digit can never add up to. So it has to go this way. So this is red. This is not part of the loop. This must point to... we have 0, 1, and 2 at minimum here. So it technically could point to a red. It's high, so it's 6, 7, 8, and 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 would be at most 7, so this can't be 6. So it could be 7, 8, or 9 here. And that could point to a 6 there. 6 cannot be pointed to. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 doesn't work because 6 plus 0, 1, 2 is 9 at least, and this cannot be a value of 9 because these values have the same value, and that cage adds up to the same value as that. So this cannot be 8. This is 7 or 9. We have a 7, 9, 7, 9 pair in row 7, which eliminates 7, 9 in the rest of the row. This has 2. That it's in the neighborhood. So this is a 2. Which means this can't, well, this can't be 2 anyways. It's what? 5 or 6. Because it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and maybe 6 here. So this is 2. Neither of these can be 2 then. That's interesting. This becomes a 3, 4 pair, which eliminates 3 and 4 in the rest of the trees. So this can't be 4, this is 2. So 2 away is a value of 1. So we have a value of 1 and 6. These cannot be pointing to the same cell. Because if they point to the same cell, it would be either a value of 0. It would be some even value. And we have an odd value here. And it must add up to an even value. So this has to be pointing to 9. And this must be pointing to 7. So that means this must be a 0, 1 pair, right? 9 away, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One of these is 0, 1. And 7 away, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So one of these is 0 or 1. We're not sure which. But they have to be opposite 0 or 1s to add up to, and it must add up to 8. So then this must be 4. This has a value of 4. This must have a value of 8. And as a loaded, I guess it could be 1, right? 7 eliminates 7 here. Uh-oh, I ate my cough drop. Yep, I'm starting to cough again. 4 eliminates 4 here, so this is 3, which eliminates 3 in the rest of the trees, so this is 4. This could be 0 itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this has to be 0, 1, 2, or 3. Two and 3 cannot. These are low. Guaranteed. Can you ever have a 5 here? Maybe. 5, 2, and 1. 5, 1, and 0. So this is a value of at least 3. Can it be more than 3 is kind of the question, right? Oh, no, it could be 0. Hold on. No, it's not 3. It's one of these two. So it'd be at least... this is... So 3 can only be next to 8 and 9 on a Whisper 5 line. So this is an 8-9 pair. Interesting. So this cannot be 1. If this were 1, that would force this to have a value of 8 at least. And 8 obviously is the most that this could be. So this cannot be 1. This is 0. So this has a value of 0. So you're guaranteed a 1 here, and it's either 3, it cannot be 4. Technically could be 1, 5. So it's 1, 3 or 1, 5 here. This 0 eliminates 0 in the rest of the row. This is a 7, 9 pair, which eliminates 7, 9 in the rest of the row. So this is 8. This is 9. Can you have a non-1 here? It would be 2, 3, and 5 at minimum. That adds up to 10. So the answer is no. So this is 1, 3 or 1, 5 with a 1 guaranteed here. Trees, we don't have that many. 4 can only be next to 9 on a Whisper 5 line, so this is 9. 9, 4, 9. 9 cannot be here. That means 9 away is a 4. Interesting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or if we tried going around this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but 4 cannot be next to 2 unique digits on a Whisper 5 line, which this would be. So it has to go this way. So this must be blue that way. None of these are on the loop. So this must be a 4 here. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is next to 9 and 9 on a Whisper 5 loop. So this is the 9. This can't be 9. This must be 7. None of these can be 9. You can't have 9 anymore on the trees. So this can't be 9. Okay. So 4 away is an even, is a low digit. That's fine. This can't be 4 because of 4 in the row or box. 9 away. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. That could be 0. Could be 1. So we have 4 and 4 here. This digit could be 0, 1, 2, or 3. 0, 1, 2, or 3. It cannot be 3 because 3 can only be next to 8 and 9 on a Whisper 5 line. Okay. What about here? So this cannot be 2 and 3 here. It could be 0, 1, though. 5 cannot be here, because if this were a 5, it has to be next to 2 zeros on the Whisper 5 lines, and this is not 0. So this cannot be 5. Where is the 5 in the trees? It has to be here. So this is 5 next to 0 and 0. Okay. That means this is not on the loop. This can't be 0. 7 away is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and cannot be 0. So this cannot be 1, 2, and 5, which means this is 1, 3 as a pair. To add up to 6, 0 has a value of itself, which is 0. 7 away then must have a value of 2 to add up to 8. So this is 2. 0 and 2 cannot be next to 6. So this is 7 or 8. We have a 7. Oh, well, actually we don't. Never mind. So we have a value of 8 for this cage. 4 away, we don't know. 9 away is 0 or 1. So this is be 0, 1, 0, 5, 0, 6. Heck, it could even be 0, 7, really. Yeah. And this could be 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1 with up to 7. 5, 6, or 7. Okay, so not too helpful there either. This can't be 0 anymore. 2 away is a value of 0. 0 away is a value of 0. 5 away is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 4. So this must add up to 8, so this has to be a 4 here. This adds up to 8 and is 2 unique digits. It's either 1, it could be 0, can't be 0 because of 0 in the row. So where's 0 in row 1? It must be one of those two. 0 cannot be here. 0 has to be one of these two in box 5. Okay. That doesn't tell us too much. Oh, this can't be 0. If it's 0 and it's gray, then it has a value of 0. If it's blue and it's 0, it would have a value of 0. So either way, this cannot be 0, which means this has to be 0 here. So either this is 1 or 8. It's either if it's pointing to a digit on the loop, it has to be a low digit pointing to that, and therefore it'd have to be 1 pointing to an 8 here. So I think one of these two has to be an 8 period. If it's not on the loop, then it's 8, obviously. So therefore this can never be 8 here. This can't be 9 because of 9 in the column. So we have 5 or 7 here. This cannot be 0, 8. It could be 1, 7 or 2, 6 here, adding up to 8. This is pointing to 5 or 7. That's interesting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 0, or 7 is 3. Huh. If we have 0... So say this was 5. This would be 0. You could have 0, 0, 8, which doesn't work. Or if this is 5 pointing to 0, this is 1 pointing to that, which is 5, 0, and 3, which doesn't work. So either way, this cannot be 5. This has to be 7. 7 away is 3, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 eliminates 7 here, so this is 8, which means this can't be 8. This has to be 1 away, which forces this to be 8. So then it goes this way. This is blue. This is not on the loop. So this has to have 6 cells that are surrounding it. So this is 6. 1 away has a value of 8. 7 away, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is 3. This can't be 1. This has to be 0. So value of 0 plus 3 and 5 add up to 8. Okay. These must add up to 5. Sorry, 8. without anything on the loop. So there's a lot of possibilities with 0. Okay, so we have this cage done, this cage done. So 1 away is 6, and those have the same value. 9 away, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is 4, and 4 and 4 add up to 8. 1 away is 8, so 8 adds up to 8, 8. 1 away is 6, 2 away is 1, so that's 7. 9 away, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is 0. And 7 away, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is 1. And that adds up to 8 also. 7 away, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is 3. 0 away is 0, 0, 3, and 5 add up to 8. We have 1, 2, 3, and that adds up to 6. 7 away, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is 2. Plus 0 away, 0, 2, 1, 2, and 3 add up to 8. 5 away, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 4, plus 0 away is 0, plus 4, plus 2 away is 0. So that's 0 plus 0 plus 4 is 8. Okay, we have to figure this out. We have to figure this out then. Okay. This is 7. The digit has to be next to is 0, 1, or 2. This 8 eliminates 8 here. Also, 8 in the tree eliminates 8 here, so this is 7. This can't be 8 or 7, it's 6, which means this can't be 6, that's 7. So this must have 3. It must be surrounded all the way to here. So this is blue, this is not on the loop. Not on the loop, this is blue. Okay. We can remove the edge, the corners, because we should be able to figure that out. Okay. 6 can only be next to 1 and 0 on the loop. And this can't be 0, so this is 1. This must be 0 here. That's fine. So 1 cannot be any of these digits here. 0 cannot be here anymore. This can't be 7. 5 and 6 and 7 does not work. So this has to be a 0 here. 6 and 5, 6 and 7 does not work. Does not add up to 8 or less. Or 8, basically. So this is 0. This can't be 5, 6, or 7 here. No 7 here. 4 away is 0. 1, 2, 3, 4 is 0. 9 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is 0. So we have 0, 0, 0. So this is 2, 8, 6, or 3, 5 here. This 1 eliminates 1 and 6 eliminates 1 and 6 here. So this can't be 2 or 7 to add up to 8. To add up to 8, you have 0, 1 through 7. Obviously, no 3 here. No 2 or 7 here. No 1 here. No 4 here. Ooh, hold up. Okay, so... Oops. 0 through 7. No 2, 7. No 2, 7. None of these can be 3 because of 3 in the box. This can't be 4 because of 4 in the row. No 1, 6 because of 1 or 6 in the column. Okay, all the rings are working. 7, this has 7 cells on the loop surrounding it. It does. 6 has 6 cells on the loop surrounding it. It does. This has 6 cells on the loop surrounding it. It does. This has 2 cells on the loop surrounding it. That's true. We've done most of the cages. This is set. This is set. This is the one that's a little squirrely. Can this ever be 0? 0 would have to be with 1 and 7, or 2 and 6, or 3 and 5. So the answer to that is no. This can't be 0 because of 0 there. Can you have 1, 2, and 5? You could, actually. 1, 2, and 5 does seem to work. So this cannot be 0 because you can't have 1, 7, 2, 6, or 3, 5 here, which would be required to have that. 1, 2, and 5 does seem like it could work. Okay, I think we have to do somewhat normal Sudoku here now. We've basically got the loop, which is good. We just have to see missing digits now. So where are zeros? So we need to have zeros. Okay. There has to be a 0 here. Because we're missing a 0 in box 9. Can't be here, can't be here. Again, it cannot be here because then this can't add up to 8 here. So this has to be 0 here, which means this can't be 0 here, so this is 0 here. Okay. So these two must add up to 8. So it's either 1, 7, or it's 2, 6. Interesting. Oh. Interesting. Huh. Okay, 1 eliminates 1 here, so this is 3, which makes this not 3, so that's 1. Okay, what are the missing digits in row 7? We have 2, 5, and 6. Okay, 2, 5, and 6, and 2, 5, and 6 is missing there. This can't be 2. This can't be 6. If this were a 2, 6 pair, the problem is that would force both of these to be 5, which is not allowed. So this cannot be 2, 6. It's 7 and 1, adding up to 8. Okay. That doesn't tell us much. Anyways. What's next? So 7 in column. So column 7 works. So then we're missing what? 1, 2, and 8. No, not 8. 1, 2, and 7. Well, this can't be 2 or 7 here because of the 2 or 7 in the box. So this is 1. And this is 2 or 7. Which means we're missing a 2 or 7 here. Okay. This is a 2, 7, 2, 7 pair here, though. Does that help us much? I don't know. 5 digits? We're missing another 5. Not the best. Let's do 6 digits in box 9. We have 0, 1. We're missing 2, 4, 5, and 6. 2, 4, 5, and 6. This can't be 2 because of 2 in the box. This can't be 6. So we're missing 2, 4, 5, 6 here. Box 8. We're missing 5, 6, 8, and 9. This cannot be 8 here, no 9 here, no 9 here. Actually, I guess we should... So 5, 6, 8, and 9 here. How about column 5? We are missing 3, 5, 6, and 9. And this can't be 9 or 6, so 3, 5, 6, or 9. Ooh, okay. Box 6, we're missing 3, 4, 8, and 9. Okay, 3, 4, 8, and 9. 9 cannot be either of these. 8 cannot be here. 3, 4, 8, and 9. Oh boy, this is a hard part here too. Okay, column 4. We are missing 4, 5, 8, and 9. Okay. 4, 5, 8, 9. 4, 5, 8, 9. No 4, 9 here. No 8 here. No 8 or 9 here. 4, 5, 8, and 9. Oh boy. This is pretty convoluted. We are missing 3, 4, 5, and 9 in row 4. Three, 4, 5, and 9. No 9 here. 3, 4, 5, and 9. How many 1s do we have? Okay. Yeah, this is really convoluted. Huh. We're missing 1 through 5 in box 4. No 5 allowed here because of 5 in the row. Okay, we're missing 2, 3, 4, 5, and 9 in box 5. So no 5 here, no 9 here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. In row 6, we're missing 2, 3, 4, 5, or 8. In row 5, we're missing 1, 2, 3, 4, or 9. Oh boy. Box 3, we're missing 2, 3, 5, 7. And 2 and 7. Ah, okay, that's good. No, we're missing 8 too. Frig. Okay, we're missing 8. 2, 3, 5, 7, 8. 2 and 7 cannot be here. 5 cannot be either of these. So 2, 3, 5, 7, 8 in box 3. What does that mean we're missing in column 9? 3, 4, 5, 6, 8? Oh boy. This cannot be 2 or 7 because of the 2-7 pair. In row 2. Which eliminates 2-7 in the rest of the row. This has to be a 3-8 pair because it can't be 5 and it can't be 2 or 7. And we're missing 2, 3, 5, 7, 8. Therefore, this is a 3-8 pair, which eliminates 3-8 in the rest of the box. So this can't be 3 or 8. It's 5. So we're missing a 2 or 7 in box 3. And this 5 eliminates 5 here, so this is 6. Which means we're not missing 5 or 6 in column 9. We're not missing 6 in row 7. We're not missing 6 in box 9. Okay. That means what are we missing in row 2? It's 1. We're not missing 2 or 7, 3 or 8. This cannot be 9, so we're missing a 9 in row 2. And this must be a 1-6 pair. Okay. We cannot be missing a 9 with this 0. So that means where is 9 in column 4? It has to be here. So this is 9, which means we're not, we're not missing 9s here. We're not missing a 9 here. Could be missing a 9 here. Remaining digits in box 2, we have 1, 3, 5, 6, and 8. And it cannot be 1 or 6 here. We have a 3, 5, 8 triplet. So in box 2, we're missing a 1 or 6. 9 eliminates 9 here. So this cannot be missing a 9 in box 5. These two must add up to 8. That ones that were missing. And it has to be these two, right? These two digits. So it must be the same as these two. Right? Because if this is 7, that's 2, and this is missing a 7 here. If this is 7 and 1, this is 6, which is missing a 1 here. Okay, remaining digits in row 3. Let's do that. We have 2, 4, and 7. No, we must have been missing one more. 0. No, 2, 4, and 7. Ah, yeah. And 4 has to be there because of the 2, 4, 7 triplet in that box. So then we're missing 2 or 7 here. Interesting. Remaining digits in row 1. We have 1, 3, 6, and 8. And only one of 1 or 6 can be here. So we're missing a 9 in box 1. So we're missing a 9 in box 1, which means we cannot be missing a 9 in any of the other boxes. So we have to have a 9 in box 6, so this is 9. We have to have a 9 in box 8, so therefore this is 9. So we're not missing a 9 here. We're missing a 1 or 6 here. Because it's whichever 1 or 6 is here that we're missing. Okay, so let's make this A and Z, and this will be B and Y. So we are missing A in box 3. This is it. This has to be B here. So we're missing A in box in row 3 also. In box 2, we're missing Z. This must be Y here. So in row 1, we're missing Z. So A and Z are here. A and Z are here. This can't be 8 because of 8 in the column. This can't be 6 because of... This can't be 1 or 6 because of 1 or 6 in the column. So this cannot be Y. This is definitely 3 or 8. Y is one of these two. Y cannot be here. We know 4 is here. What are we missing in column 6? It's a lot. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this can't be 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, or 8. Okay. This is 2 or 7. Cannot be B. So then this must be A. So this is A also here. What are we missing in column 8? We are missing 2, 3, 4, 5, or 8. Okay, it's still pretty broad. Okay, rest of column 3. We are missing 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. These can't be 1. This can't be 2 or 3. Oh, that's interesting. No 7 here. So we're missing 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. In row 8, we're missing 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Row 9, we're missing 2, 3, 5, 6, 8. Okay. Box 7, we're missing 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. And column 2, we're missing a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 8. Column 1, we're missing a lot. We're missing... Oh, this 6, though, eliminates 6 here. Okay, there we go. So then this is 5 and 3, adding up to 8. We have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is 0. 0, 0, 0, and 3, 5, which eliminates 3 here. So this is 8. This can't be 3 or 5. It's 4, which means this cannot be 4. So this has to be B. So we have A and B here. This is not B. Oops. This is not B. This must be a 4 here. There's no 8 here. So this is a 2, 7 pair. Oh boy. What are we missing? We're missing a 9 in column 1. Okay. So this is missing a 9. It's missing 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 cannot be either of these. So we're not missing a 4 here either. We're missing a 4 either here or here or here. This 5 eliminates 5 here, so this is 4. Well, that means this can't be 4 here. So this is missing 2 or 5 here. Okay. So these are the same digit. We don't know which. I guess we can make it C. Because this is the same digit, right? That's missing. 5 eliminates 5 here. This can't be 3 or 5. No 3. We are not missing 3 or 5 in box 7. We have all the 3s. 3 has to be missing. So this can't be missing 3. This can't be missing 5 or 4. Okay. Oh boy. We're not missing 4 here. We're not missing 4 here. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, this is missing 2 or 5 here. And this is also a C because this is the same digit, right? Okay. What does that mean? Okay. I don't really know. Uh, hmm. Z could be here. Hmm. Um, this is all related to which one's missing for each zero. Um, boy. Hmm. So we're missing 9 here in box 1. We're missing Z, we're missing A. 6 has to be here or here. If 6 is missing here, I guess this cannot be missing 6. I guess it could be missing 6 in the row. Say we're missing 6 in box 7. If we're missing 6 in box 7, that means this would have to be missing 6 in row 9. So this would have to be 8. If we're not missing 6, this could be 7 here. Ugh. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So say we're missing 6 in box 7. If we're missing 6 in box 7, hold up, we could be in Z. Oh, no, okay, never mind. Yeah. I was thinking I found something, but it turns out it wasn't. Um, hmm. Y has to be one of these two that are missing. Okay. Does that tell us something? I don't really know if it does. I'm not very good at these doppelganger puzzles, so it's not like well, I mean, I don't even know. I haven't done very many of them, so that's part of it. It's just like I don't know how to sort of attack this. Oh, we have a 1, 2, 3 triplet in row 5, which eliminates 1, 2, and 3 in the rest of the row. So this has to be a 1 here, and this has to be missing a 4. Okay, that's good, which means this cannot be missing a 4 here. So one of these is 4 that we're missing. Oh boy. 3 has to be one of these two. Okay, that's good to know. Not helpful. This is Y and 3. We don't know which. A and Z are here. Sorry, A and B are here. Z is here. This is 1. So this is missing a 4 and a 9. It could be missing anything else then. That's fine. Ugh. Uh, hmm. This 0 is missing 3 or 5. And 2 or 7. And 3, 4, and 8. Okay. Not too helpful. Yeah, we might just have to try them because right now I don't know any way to disambiguate these things without, uh, yeah. Um, hmm. Okay. Hmm. Oh, where is one? Yeah, we have all the ones available in rows 3, actually 2 through 9, right? We have all these ones. This is guaranteed to be a 1 because we have a 1, 2, 3 triplet in that row. So one's guaranteed to be there, one's guaranteed to be here, one's guaranteed to be here because of the 1, 6 pair in the row. So we must be missing a 1 here. So Z's are the 1. So this is 1, which means A's have to be 7s. So A's are 7s, which means B's have to be 2s, and Y's have to be 6s. Okay. So this is a 3, 6 pair. 1 eliminates 1 from being here. So this cannot be, whoops, this cannot be 1 here, which means this must be 1 here. We have 1 and 7. That eliminates 7 from the missing cells. That means 1 cannot be missing here, whereas 1 missing, this is 6. So Y is 6, which means this can't be 6. This is 8, which means this can't be 8. So this is a 3, 5 pair, which eliminates 3 and 5 in the rest of the row. So this can't be 5. This is 8. So we have a 2, 3, 5 triplet in column 6, which eliminates 2, 3, 5 in the rest of the column. So this must be missing a 1. This is no longer missing an 8. It's missing 4 or 5. Okay. No 1 anymore here. This can't be missing 7. So since it can't be missing 7, we know we have to have a 7 in this box. And it cannot be here. So this must be a 7 here. Which means this is missing 6 here. So that eliminates 6 from the rest of the rows missing. So this cannot be missing 7 here. 2, 3, 5 as a pair. 3, 5, 6. Okay. 3, 8, 3, 8. 2 and 5. That's still the opposite. So C has to be all of these 3. Oh boy. Okay. This 0 is missing a 7. It's also missing 3, 5. It could be missing 3, 4, 8. Where are we missing an 8? We don't know. Six is being missed in row 8. So that means this 0 is missing a 6. It cannot be missing a 6 in the same column and box. So it's missing 2 or 8 in box 7, which means one of these is a 6, guaranteed. So this cannot be 6 here. This is 5, which means this can't be 5. That's 3, which means this can't be 3. That's 5. That forces this to be a 2-3 pair. So we're missing a 6 in column 5 now. So that means this can't be missing 6 here. This can't be missing 6 here. Right. So we're missing a 6 in box 8. We cannot be missing 2 or 3 in box 5 because we have a 2-3 pair there. This is the same. We're going to mark it as A, B, A. We're missing, I don't even know. 4, 5. Ugh. C. I guess we'll mark that as D then. So this 0 is missing a 6. It's missing a 2 or 8. Or 2, 3, 5, or 8. Interesting. What about this 0? Missing 1, missing C, missing 6. This 0 is missing C, 2, 5, or 8, interestingly enough, or 3, 4, and 8. Huh. Okay. Huh. This 0 is missing 3 and 5, 3, 4, or 8, or 7. This 0 is missing 6, 2, 3, 5, or 8, or 4, 5. This 0 is missing 4, 9, and 2, 3, or 5. This is missing 7, 2, 3, and 9. This is missing 1, 9, and 4, 5. This 0 is missing C, 1, and 7. Okay. Not too helpful. Nope. Okay, I think we've done all the cages, so that's no good. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, we're not missing a 5 in row. So whatever digit we're missing here is the same digit. Okay, so I guess we can make that a Z of some sort. We're missing C and Z here, which makes sense. One of these is 4. Not sure how to attack this, really. Everything else runs sort of smoothly, but here I think you just have to try these, right? And just see where you run into a contradiction. Yeah. I don't have a good intuition on which one we're missing. Let's see. Hmm. Well, we're guaranteed a 4 in one of these two cells, but that doesn't really tell us much. The other one's missing here, right? Not too helpful. If this is 4, that means we're missing a 5, which means this can't be 5. That's 3 missing, which means this can't be 3. This is 5. That doesn't tell us much. We have a 5 missing here, which means this is 2 missing here. And that's 8. So that works. So what happens if we choose the other way? What if we make this 4? If this is 4, this is 5. That means we're missing a 4 here. This is missing 4. This cannot be missing 5. That's 2, 3, or 8. That's not helpful. What happens if we make this a 3? Maybe that will be to something. If we make this 3, this would be 8, 2, 3, 2. We're missing a 4 here then, which means we're missing a 5 here. So then this would be 4. This would be 5. That seems like it works. 3, 2, and 8. 3 is missing 3 here, so it's 8 and 3, so this is missing 4. It seems fine. I really don't know how to attack these when essentially we're bifurcating. Because I don't know which one leads to anything. What happens if this is 8? This is 8, this becomes 3, 3, 8. So we're missing a 4 here, which means we're missing a 5 here. So this must be 4. This is 2, 3, 2. We must be missing 5 here, so we're missing 3 here. So far, I think we've been missing 3 here. Yeah, so far we've been missing 3 here. What happens? So maybe we try to set this to 3 and see what happens. If we have 3 here, that forces this to be 2, 3, 2. We're missing 5 here, so this can't be 5. This is 2, that's 8. And this would be 3 we're missing. So therefore this would be 8, 4, and 5. This would have to be 5 here. That means we're missing 2 here, 2 here, 8 here. We're missing 4 here. This like seems like it's fine. 3 and 5. Yeah, that seems fine too. This is missing 8 here. It's missing 2 here. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, right now it doesn't seem like it's... Huh. I'm not sure. Okay. What happens if we go down this path again? So then this becomes 5. This can't be 2 or 8, it's 6. Oh! We have a contradiction. That was a long-winded way of getting a contradiction. This can't be 8, it cannot be 2, so this is 6, but then this eliminates 3 and 6 as a possibility. I'm not sure how you're supposed to figure that out. That's kind of convoluted. Anyway, we've shown that this cannot be a 3. If we tried 3 here, 2 here, that means we're missing a 5 here, which means we're missing 2 here, we're missing 8 here. So this is 3 and 2, therefore this can't be 2 or 8, it has to be 6, but then we have a 3 here, and that 3 and 6 eliminate 3 and 6 is a possibility here. So this cannot be 3, this is 5, which means we're missing a 3 here. Okay, which means we can't be missing a 5 here. This is missing 3, it's missing 7. So it cannot be missing 3 in box 6, because that would be missing the same digit. So 3 has to be one of these two digits, which means this can't be 3, so A is 2. So A is 2, B has to be 3. We're not missing a 2 here. We're not this cannot be 2, so we're not missing a 2 in column 2. Okay, that doesn't help much. We're missing a 4 or 8. Okay. For this 0, we're missing a 4 or 5. If the other 4 or 5 is missing in the row, well, it can't be, right? We have a 4 or 5 here, so that's the 4 or 5 that we cannot be missing. We cannot be missing in box 5. And because of that, it also cannot, that means the other 4 or 5, which is missing in box 5, cannot be missing in row 6, because this 0 would then be missing the same digit. So it must appear in the rest of row 6, which means we cannot be missing the other 4 or 5 here. This must be an 8. So we have to have an 8 here, this is 2 here, this is 5 here. So that means D has to be 2. C's are 5. And Z is 8. So that means we're missing a 4 in box 6, a 5 in box 5. No, not 5. That's not right. Oh, hold up. That's not right. Oh, Z is 2. That's the reason why. So Z is 2. So this is 2. We're missing a 4 in box 5, an 8 in box 6, and a 3 in box 4. Right, okay. So then this cannot be 2. This is 6. This is 8. That's 6 eliminates 6 here in the rest of column 3. So this is 3 and 6. We are missing an 8 in box 6, so this is 3 and this is 4. That 3 eliminates 3 here, so it's 8 and 3. And that means we're missing a 4 in box 5, so this must be A. And this has to be, we're missing a 4 here, we're missing a 2 here, we're missing a 3 here, and we're missing 8 here. And this must be a 5. Uh-oh. That didn't solve. Uh-oh. That ain't great. Okay. Is it not supposed to solve? I don't know. Okay, in row 1, we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. The 0 is missing the 1 here, the 5 in the column, and the 7 in the box. We have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in row 2. Let's just count 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in row 3. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in row 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in row 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in row 6. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in row 7. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in row 8. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in row 9. How about column 1? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in column 1. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in column 2. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in column 3. Column 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in column 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9 plus 6 in column 5. 5 through 9, 8, 0, 2, 3, 4, and 1 in column 6. Column 7, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 9. We're missing 7. That's correct. Column 8, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're missing 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 in column 8. And 0 through 7, we're missing 8, and then we have a 9 here in column 9. Okay, boxes. Oh boy. 0, 1 through 8, 0 through 8 in box 1 with a 9 missing. 2, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 through 9, 0, and 1 missing in box 2. Box 3, we're missing a 7. We have all the other digits. Box 4, we're missing a 3. We have all the other digits. Box 5, we're missing a 4. We have all the other digits. Box 6, we're missing an 8. We have all the other digits. Box 7, we're missing a 2. We have all the other digits. Box 8, we have we're missing a 6. We have all the other digits. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. In box 9, we're missing a 5. We have all the other digits. Did I mess something up? Cages. 1 away going this direction. Its value of 8. Let's just continue along. Well, actually, let's just do it from left to right. Okay, so we can remove the darks because that makes it hard to see the cages. So 8 is the value of that cage. 1 and 7 add up to 8. 5 away this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 4. 0 away is 0. 4 as a value is 4. So 4 plus 4 is 8. 2 away from that cell is 0. So that's 8. So that cage works. Maybe we should look at the... I don't know. These are the same value because they have a ball. 4 is a value. 9 away from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is 4. So 4 and 4 add up to 8. 6 and 6 must be the same value. 1 away from here is 6 going this way. So that's 6. 6 and 6. 6 plus 9 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is 0. 7 away. 2 away. 1, 2. So 6 plus 1. And 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 away is 1. So therefore that's 7. Plus 1 is 8. And this cage adds up to 8. 7 away here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is 3. 0 away from 0 is 0. And 5 add up to 8. So those cages are done. We have this cage. 0 plus 5 plus 3 is 8. 4 away from 4 is 0. 1, 2, 3, 4 is 0, so that's 0 in value. 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is 0. So therefore that adds up to 8. So that cage is done. 1, 2, and 3 add up to 6. 7 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is 2, so that's 8. 0 away from 0 is 0. So therefore it's 8 total for that cage. And 0, 1, and 7 add up to 8 here. Okay. Let's look at the path. We have from the dog 0, 7, 7 away, 6 away, 7 away, 8 away, 7 away, 7 away, 8 away, 5 away, 6 away, 5 away, 5 away, 7 away, 5 away, 7 away, 5 away, 5 away, 8 away, 7 away, 8 away, 5 away, 5 away, 8 away, 5 away, 6 away, 7 away, 5 away, 7 away, 8 away, 5 away, and 6 away. So that satisfies that. It's not touching itself. Right, it's not touching itself. And this has 6 around it. This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cells around it. This has 7 cells around it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know what I'm missing. I'm not sure if I'm missing anything. Am I missing something? It didn't finish, so I'm assuming I'm missing something. Oh, the zeros. We have to look at the zeros. Okay. This 0 is missing a 1, missing a 5, missing a 7, so that's fine. This 0 is missing 4, 9, and 1. That's fine. This 0 is missing 7, 2, and 9. That's fine. This 0 is missing 4, 9, and 3. That's fine. This 0 is missing 6, 4, and 8. That's fine. This 0 is missing 7, 3, and 8. That's fine. This 0 is missing 3, 2, and 6. That's fine. This 0 is missing 1, 6, and 5. That's fine. And this 0 is missing 5, 2, and 8. That's fine. I don't know why this isn't the solution. I'm going to say that this is fine because for right now, I can't see anything that's basically not working, right? We went through everything. So basically, the doppelganger Sudoku, where we're missing 1 digit in each row, column, and box, and we showed we have the digits 0 through 9 in every row, column, and box, including the missing digits. These are all different digits, so they're all missing different digits. These are all different digits, so they're missing different digits. These are all different digits, so they're missing different digits. Maybe just don't fill these out. That would be weird. No, that's not right. I'm not sure why it doesn't solve. Okay, so we did the doppelganger, so no 2 rows, no 2 columns, and no 2 boxes may be missing the same digit, which they're not. They all contain the digits 0 through 9, with 1 missing digit. For each 0 in the grid, the digit missing in its row, column, and box must be different. We checked that. That's good. Extra region. Okay, extra region. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 for the trees. Right? That's all done. They're all different. The grid is toroidal. Okay, that's fine. That doesn't restrict anything. We drew the loop, and it's not touching itself. It's not branching. The loop must pass through every cell marked as a tree, which we did. The loop starts at the cell marked with a dog and is considered to be oriented in the direction. We did that. A cell in the loop, D has a value equal to the digit D, D steps away, which we did. Cells not on the loop have a value equal to the digit in them. Right, so this is 6 and 6, 4 and 4. That's, and then this is 1, 2, 3, 0, 3, 5, 0, 1, 7, 1, 7. Adjacent digits, not values, along the loop must have a difference of at least 5, which we did. Cells marked with a circle are not part of the loop, right? And they have a digit equal to the count of the up to 8 neighboring loop cells, which they are 6, 6, 7, and 2. Cells joined by the ball have the same value, yep, and all the parks have the same value sum. Digits do not repeat within cages. Oh, okay. I don't think I had repeated any digits. Well, they're in the same box, so it's really hard to repeat digits. But digits are not repeated. 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 So I don't know why this isn't completing. I'm gonna say this is done. We're gonna check. I'm gonna check this later to make sure that all the digits are matching and this is actually the solution. But yeah, I checked it in all the ways and it looks like it's valid. It's just not completing. So I think this is actually done. I don't know why this isn't finishing though. I'm going to put this as completed. So I hope you enjoyed this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.